features, radio interviews, sponsorships, and more great opportunities. That's makingitmag.com, doing dope stuff for dope artists, 10 years strong.
You are now tuned into K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
We can't be stopped.
This is the hottest station in the game. Let's go.
K100 Radio, Atlanta.
Mic check.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2.
What up? You know what it is, Mr. Miguel.
This is the boy Future.
2 Chainz. B.O.B. right here.
You're smack dab in the hottest hip hop and R&B mixes on K100 Radio.
Do you want that old thing back, like songs by Outkast, 3 6 Mafia, and UGK? Then tune in to the Down and the Dirty Mix show with J Prez and DJ T Did That on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. right here on the award-winning K100 Radio.
It's Street Anthems, bitch. Hey, come on. Music certified by the streets.
This your man DJ Will Money. Catch my mix show Street Anthems live right here on this station. I'm playing the hottest hip hop and R&B music. I'm also showing love to all the independent artists with the Indie Spotlight segment. So tune in to your favorite station right here. Let's get it.
Hey, yo.
Street Anthems live mix show.
Yeah, keep it locked.
Get live with DJ Will Money.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
All right, what's that? What up, though? What's good up?
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
What's happening, everybody?
K100, you bastards.
K100 Radio, I am your host, Blizzard. Welcome, everybody. What's going on? This is another one of our direct line interviews on K100 Radio. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'll turn my background music up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, so we're getting ready to go ahead and we're going to jump right into it, man. Thank everybody for watching, everybody. And, you know, people that are watching on the IG right now, you guys let me know if everything is coming over clear. I was getting this set up, and I said I was going to start fooling with this IG, man. But, you know, I was like, I like to make everything, you know, everything like really, really, really dope for the artists and for the guests. So I wanted to make sure that we had the IG live up. It looks like everything is good and it's streaming over there. But if you're on the IG live, let me know if you can hear something. Just like type, yeah, I can hear you or something like that, because I can't really check it right now. Anyway, K100 Radio. I am your host, Blizzard. This is another one of our direct line interviews. And today we are rocking with, let me bring him on the screen real quick. We rocking with Official Jones. Official Jones, what's up, homie? Welcome to the show.
What's good, man? Thanks for having me.
Man, thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody that's listening, everybody watching on the internet right now, everybody listening on K100 Radio on the mobile app or the Roku. Welcome to the show. Thank you. So, all right, I like to start the show off like this, brother. I'll go ahead and give you the floor, and I want you to introduce yourself to our listening audience, if you don't mind. You got it.
Most definitely. What's up, world? This be your man's Official Jones, one of the most upcoming artists out here in Detroit. I just want to let y'all know this is going to be the most epic interview ever. Like I say, huge shout out to K100 for having me. Definitely appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely. Representing the D. Detroit is in the house. What's going on, family? What's good with you?
All right, man, not much, man. Just got a lot of things in the works right now. New album out, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest things that I'm very proud of this week.
Absolutely. And there's a way to talk about, man. So the album, you know, we got a track list of it, and, you know, Highway to Destiny. It's a 12-track album, all right? You've got a couple of features on here. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice, solid project, ready to go. Also, I was reading over your information and your EPK and everything, and I see that you got some acting chops up on it. You've been in a couple of movies and stuff, right? Correct?
Oh, yeah. I did a movie with Shaquille O'Neal, Ludacris. I was in like a lot of major films. You know, the All Eyes on Me with Tupac and things like that.
Wow. So what was your role in that? What did you do in those movies?
I started out as background, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my first thing. Went from background to, you know, walking across the stage and things like that. Yeah. A little quick 5-minute scene, you know what I'm saying? Like, but right after that, I got the chance to be in the supporting roles of things, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a driver or a bodyguard, things like that.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that, man, because we see how a lot of times that really works out for artists when they got those acting chops upon them. It opens up just a bunch of different doors and opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to mention you get to hobnob and maybe rub noses with some music supervisors, which is very important, you know what I'm saying, for what we do over here, you know what I'm saying, as far as creating music and being creators, you know what I mean? For real, for real. So that's big ups to you. I didn't even know that. I was reading over everything. I was like getting ready for the show, and I was like, wait a minute. You know, got some accolades. Hold on, I got to make sure I bring that up. I don't want to slight nobody. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? For
Most
real,
definitely.
for real. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you on that one, brother. You know what I mean? So how long you been at it? How long you been doing music?
I started when I was 7. I ain't gonna even lie to you, but then I like stopped doing music for a while. Went back when I was like 14 and started writing. Then I, you know what I'm saying, quit. Now I'm doing it full time for like the last 2 years.
Full time. So all you do is music.
All I do is music right now.
All right, so I gotta ask you this: how you eating, fam? You know what I'm saying? SNAP benefits gonna get cut off and everything this week. You know what I'm saying? We need some game over here. How you eating? How you
Man.
living? You know what I'm saying?
Man, honestly, every day I'm out there, you know, promote my merch. I'm out there pushing, you know, my album, my vinyls, and try to get, you know what I'm saying, as many things I can right now. Also,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, with the government shutdown, I'm trying to like figure out a way to like not only survive, but like, hey, you know what? Let me bring somebody in that got extra SNAP cards, so might as well get cut off.
Absolutely. And you know what? The thing about it is, now you said something real quick up in that. You know, when you said that, you said trying to push your album, trying to push your vinyls. You got some vinyls?
Oh yeah, I definitely do. I definitely got some.
Okay, why'd you decide to do that? Being as though it's 2025 and everybody's on the streaming, nobody's not, and a lot of people really just, you know, a lot of people have record players. Honestly, I'm getting ready to buy me a record player right now just for the cause. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even own one right now. You feel me? But like, what made you want to press up vinyl? I'm thinking about, you know, what
I'm gonna
made you
keep
do
it
that?
100 with you, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was watching Cardi B TikTok, bro,
Uh-huh.
and I seen she was out there pushing like vinyls in there. My homie Domini Tiasa was like out there pushing his vinyls. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try again. You know what I'm saying? So I can be able to not only bring back, you know, history, but also like it's something good to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
there's nothing wrong with
you
it.
look
Yeah.
at it later on down the line, you never know. When you get yours, you'll be like, damn, I got this vinyl, man. They ain't be worth millions of dollars. Now you ain't got to worry about Snap no more.
Oh, well, that's one plan. That's one way to look at it. That's one way to bank on it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, no, I'm asking because, you know, vinyls, I'm an artist, you know, I'm an artist myself, so I've done it, but I never actually pressed up vinyls. I did come from the CD era when I started many moons ago as an artist, right? So I know the cost of CDs, and I know, you know, vinyls cost a little bit more, so it's like, you know, the return on the investment. But I think now what people are doing, like you mentioned Cardi and Damani and a couple other people, they're basically pushing those things as like merch, like, you know, collectibles more so. You mean maybe you don't play it, maybe you don't even unwrap it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? At the end of the day, but the point is you got it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So you know, I think it's dope, and I think I hope people just get on that, and then, you know, but it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe that you got to set when you get ready to play a record. You know, you're not gonna play it in the car, obviously, but you got to be at home. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you still play CDs in the car, even though a lot of cars don't have the CD players. But you know what I'm saying? It's still. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Absolutely. So tell me you know, besides the vinyl is one thing. The vinyl is a whole conversation in and of itself, right? But even, let's take it a little bit further with, you know, your decision as an independent artist to make certain moves. So even with pressing up the vinyl, which I get, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that makes sense. But what actually made you want to even do a whole album in the first place when we live in a world now where basically everybody's like, yo, nobody's listening to an album. Like, you got to drop a single. A single got to get hot. If the single ain't hot, why you doing the album? You wasting songs, blah, 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 squad.
So
You
I-
are
I'm
tuned to
sick of it all.
K100 Radio, hip hop and
I'm fucking
R&B.
sick of y'all telling
Look,
artists what
so
they have to do with their creativity, but I'll let you explain that. My good
Let
sir.
me keep you. I was that guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was that guy. I kept dropping single after single after single.
Right.
And then a lot of my fans was like, dude, you dropping so many singles, when you gonna drop us an album?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, nah, man, no, these singles gotta be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all,
Right.
y'all, you know what I'm saying? You dealing with it. So then one day I sat down and I ended up talking to one of my buddies. He was like, bro, you know something? As many singles as you're dropping, great. Your fans are looking for something great. But he said, when you drop your album, now they can connect with you on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not more of a, I can't wait till that next single come out, man. I can't wait till that next single. Now you got 12 songs to not only understand who Official Jones and what his music is about, but now it's more of a personal connection because each song tells a story.
Right. And that's what albums were that's what albums were back in the day. But it's like, at the end, I think the industry went to a point where and it was so single driven for a lot of different reasons. And it's too many to get into on the interview. Like it's literally a whole bunch of stuff behind it. Like we can go socio-political and everything all the way down to race. You know what I'm saying? And why they wanted to kill the album. But that's the point. I think I know why you do an album. I know why artists did albums. You know, when music first started coming along, they did albums once the recorded sound was a thing because they wanted to tell a story. But it's like people trick artists into saying, well, nobody cares about your story now. Just give them a reason to care about your story, which is the single. Which is if you can get a single hot, then they'll care about what you got to talk about. Until then, you're just wasting content. What do you say to that? What do you say in retort to that?
Honestly, I feel like there's no such thing as wasting the storyline between anything because, you know, one person's message might be another person, discrepancies type deal. So my thing is this, like, I rather connect. There's billions and billions of people in the world. And like you said, we all know to understand the music of, but you never know who you might touch.
Right.
So like my biggest thing is like, yeah, on this side might not, but on this side I might be. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is that one person that I can connect with to make me feel like everything I ever worked hard for was amazing.
Exactly. Good. You feel me? And I think that I like that. I like the fact that you're doing it because you want to at the end of the day. And if it's even if it's 100 or 200 people, if it's a couple hundred people, you know what I'm saying? It may not be a million like Cardi B, of course not. You feel me? It may not be a million like Clips, like but doing a real rollout and doing what you're doing right now, doing media and doing everything, I think is the part of the industry that the game really needs, especially from an independent perspective. You know what I'm saying? To make people take you more seriously, and then you get to tell your story a little bit more. You know what I mean? And speaking on your individual story, tell me what it was like growing up in Detroit.
Oh man, it was amazing. Honestly, growing up in Detroit is one of the best cities in the world. Honestly, it's a huge shout out to my city. But man, I got to do so much things that I would have never ever thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the chance to work with Dr. Dre when I was younger. I had the chance to perform at like benefits of breast cancer, things like that I would have never in my life thought of. You know what I'm saying? So like, being from my city, you get to see a lot, do a lot, and interact with people that you never know who you're standing next to. Everybody love Detroit, and right now we on the road with every team in Michigan winning. So like, you know what I'm saying? Then
yeah, y'all won. y'all beat my boys last night. I'm from Florida. Y'all beat the Bucks last night. I'm not happy about it, but yeah, y'all beat us last night. Y'all got us, but you know what I'm saying. We'll see y'all in the NFC Championship somewhere around there.
For sure.
We'll
We gonna beat y'all again.
I don't know about that. My guy got hurt. My guy got hurt. I'm gonna chalk it up to Evans getting hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
But but he did good before he got hurt.
Yeah.
It just, that's what happens when a Buccaneer walks into a Lions cage. That's all I'm gonna leave it there.
We were doing so well. All right, K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio.
We were doing so well.
R&B.
K100 Radio. This is a direct line interview. I'm talking to Official Jones. This is another one of our really great things that we do over here at K100 Radio. This is one of the things that I love most about our platform when we get a chance to talk to the independent artists and let you guys get in a little bit and hear the conversation. And we call it direct line interview, because we give you a direct line, a direct path to hearing what the artist has to say about their music and their life and a little bit more, right? So we're going to get ready to play some of these songs in a minute. And the album, again, the name of the album is called Highway to Destiny. It's got 12 tracks on it. We got a couple of tracks that we're going to play. Give me the theme behind this project, bro. Like the inspiration. I know we got a couple of songs. I'll tell the people right now. Let me see. Let me pull up real quick. So we've got the songs called Have You Ever and Lost Ones. And we'll get more into depth about those two records that we're going to play. But just tell us about the overall vibe and feel of the project itself.
So Highway to Destiny I created is more of a, no matter what you go through in life, you can also celebrate. So I lost my mom, my grandma, my great grandma back to back. So it was more of a connection for me. That's why a lot of the songs is more deeper than others. But you also got songs that shows you like no matter what you go through in life, you are able to celebrate the wins. It's more about the wins than it is the losses. Because at the end of the day, your journey never stops unless God be able to call you home type deal. So that's why each song on there I put on there for everybody to not only to take in on a personal level, but to also celebrate anything that has touched them in a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? So
I know. Keep going. I wasn't cutting you off.
Okay. So my bad. I thought you was about to say so, but so that way on this album, each track it not only tells a story, but it connects with you deeply. So no matter if you ever think about giving up or doing anything, I just say keep going. and that's what Highway to Destiny is. If you look at the cover art on the album, it's a guy walking through the storm, which pretty much says like no storm should overcome me, or no weather can't be controlled if I'm not the one controlling it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
for all my fans and everybody out there listening, whatever you want to do, keep pushing at it. Don't give up at all.
And Detroit is a big city. You said you had a lot of things that was, you were able to do at a young age. That's the advantage of being in a big city like Detroit or Atlanta, whatever. I literally moved to this particular. I'm in Atlanta. For anybody who may or may not know that about K1's Radio, we're based in Atlanta. But I'm from a small town where there was pretty much the music scene was almost non-existent, save one or two other people that was really doing music when I was coming up. Seriously. Much more people down there doing it now, and I'm glad about it. But coming from somewhere like Detroit, where you have a lot of people, you got legends that came from Detroit. I mean, my God, Motown is from Detroit at the end of the day. Before we even get into rap and, you know what I'm saying, the Eminems and the Royce 5'9s of it all, and you know what I'm saying, whoever else you want to name, you know what I'm saying, about hip hop. You've got like a lot of competition. How do you separate yourself, or how do you feel like, being from Detroit, you make yourself stand out in a sea of an independent community, because it's got a big one there like it is in Atlanta. How do you stand out? How do you make yourself be known in that?
I put myself on a different pedestal by creating different kind of music.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in Detroit is after one genre, which is the newer generation. I want to make music for all generations, even 80, 70 people that are still living now. That's why a lot of my music is based on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so not only none of my music is talking about gang violence and this and that, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kids. I want my kids to listen to it. So I want whoever got kids to listen to it, be able to sing and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I give a huge shout out to the community in Detroit for making music and things like that. But I grew up listening to like AC/DC, Elton John, Creed, and all types of genre. My dad was a DJ.
Okay.
So I grew up listening to Al Green and Shirley Murdoch and, you know what I'm saying, all the good soul type deal. So what I did was I took all of that and tried to combine it into one.
Right.
And then be able to put the lyrics behind. So,
I mean, when your dad is a DJ, you're gonna have a little bit of diversity, I would anticipate. Even as you were saying that, I'm like, I was about to be like, well, how did you get into that music? You know what I'm saying? Like, up in the D. I've been to the D. Like, I've been to Detroit. So I'm like, who told you to listen to that? How'd that work out for you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen to that music, because I've actually been to Detroit. Like cool city, but yeah, rough. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, around the edges in some parts. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but still really cool. And I met some really good people up there. Hell, I married a woman from Michigan. Who am I to talk? You know what I'm saying?
well, you a good man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but she's a converted Bucks fan. Ha ha! Yeah. All right, let's get into this music. What you gonna say? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead. No, I don't want to cut you off. Let me have it. Let me say it.
You know what? She a converted Bucks fan, but she converted you to love Coney Island. And that's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you that one.
All right. So I'm gonna get ready to load up the records, right? Like I said, we got two now. I kind of wanted to start with the Lost Ones because of what it's talking about, and this was probably one that where I guess we would have to talk a little bit more about it, kind of sort of get into it a little bit more. So I kind of want to lead off with that one, and then we'll play the Have You Ever second.
Okay.
You cool with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Lost Ones, of course, I listened to it, and the subject matter, you don't hear a lot of songs about this. I want you to tell me, because I know what it's about. It's about the subject matter is about the military, like.
Right.
You just don't hear songs like coming out like this. Like I don't get a lot of submissions. I don't get a lot of people talking about that, especially now, today with what's going on. Like everybody's like, yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? The government and everybody can go to hell. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even hear a song like this coming out right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But what inspired you to make this song about this topic and talk about the feature that's on there? Because that's a big thing.
All right, so created Lost Ones was I have friends in the military. Mm-hmm. One of my friends had committed suicide to PTSD.
Wow.
And that's how I ended up creating the song for it. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to reach out to a good friend of mine, Ron Killen, aka WWE superstar R-Truth. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, buddy, I want to be able to do this, do that, do that. And he was like, dude, that's what a lot of people stand for in the WWE. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, what is your idea? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I got to tell you this real quick before we start. I said, like surviving, shooting, and like these were like general ideas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, if you have a friend that committed suicide for PTSD, how about call it lost ones? And I was like, I think about losing ones while I'm at the strip club. But anyway, that just like, so we ended up creating a song, and it came out really good. So that's one of the reasons why.
That was the inspiration of it. You feel me? At the end of the day,
that was definitely was.
All right, and so how well you that relationship that you had, clearly when you said you was able to call him up, hey buddy, how that relationship even, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's in the WWE, he's doing his thing. Like how did you meet that? How did you meet him? Before, you know what I'm saying? Because you knew him before this even happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like I say, in my acting field, I did comedy, and
right.
I was on tour for comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the opening act for Shang and Adam Hunter and a lot of other comedians.
Right.
And one day we was in Vegas, and I met Mick Foley. Mick Foley came to my comedy show and was like, dude, you're great, blah, blah. And he was like, take my number. So then he invited me out to a show, and then I got to meet a lot of other stars and stuff like that. And we ended up creating that contact and things like that.
Wow. Okay, so just so we can recap, I need a little record spin button. Actor, comedian, artist, all right? Yeah. WWE fan. Detroit Lions fan, but we're not holding that against you today. But you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying. But no, man, you got a pretty interesting story. So the project should be pretty interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and load this. I'm gonna load this one up. I'm gonna load the Lost Ones up. I want you to give me like a drop, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me a drop. You know what I'm saying? This is on K1 Radio, and boom, drop your record. And I'm gonna hit play on this joint and let the people, you know what I'm saying, tell you what they think about it, bro. Yeah.
What's up, world? This be your man's official Jones. We now rocking with K100 Radio. You guys about to tune into my song Lost Ones, featuring Ron Killings, aka WWE the Superstar.
Let's get to it. K100 Radio. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
For the soldiers in the service that they fall for the families that we pray protect the lost. This for the lost ones.
We like to thank everybody in the U.S. Navy, thanks everybody in the Marine Corps, thanks everybody in the U.S. Army, and everybody in the Air Force. We pray for the family that lost a son, mother, daughter, a uncle, a brother, or maybe even a father. We know that y'all heartbroken, but they never be forgotten. We wish y'all come home and all of this could be over. No need for PTSD unless it's there for protecting the soldier's dream. Y'all out here fight for the home of the brave and also the land of the free. You said be all you can be, that's what we believe. That's why every kid out here with an open mind chasing their dream. You fight, we fight every day, and that's how we gon' succeed. Y'all gave us the hope and every single thing that we need. We love y'all.
This for the ones that we don't think about often. For the soldiers in the service that they fall for the families that we pray protect the lost. This for the lost ones.
Devastations and all these evacuations, y'all still jump in front of the gun. No matter, no hesitation to take out all of these monsters and also the perpetrators. Y'all are #1 heroes, better yet, American saviors. Oh yeah. So this goes out to all the police department, fire department, first responders, sergeant, corporals, lieutenant, petty officers, seamen, and anybody out there in the military that put their lives on the line every day. We thank y'all.
This for the ones that we don't think about often. For the soldiers in the service that they fall for the families that we pray protect the lost. This for the lost ones. This for the lost ones. This for the lost ones. Never forgot them.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
K100 Radio. I am your host, Blizzard. Welcome everybody to the show. This is another one of our direct line interviews. We are talking to Official Jones. We're rocking out with him right now. That was his joint called Lost Ones. You feel me? And like I said, bro, like the subject matter is like, you know, especially at this point, with everything that people have been going through with law enforcement, especially black people. Did you get any flack? Did you get anybody be like, yo, dog, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we don't even rock. We from the D. We don't even rock with the police like that, bro. Like, what are you doing, fam? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did you get any flack or anybody have that kind of attitude towards that record?
I did. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I did. I got a bunch of people, especially I grew up on 7 Mile of Gratiot. So 7 Mile, they like, bro, you grew up in the hood. What are you like?
You did, right?
But so I'm like, look, bro, it's yes, but also, you know what I'm saying? Everybody from the hood got people in the military too, because a lot of us that we grew up with joined the military.
True. Right.
So I was able to flip it and direct it more towards like, hey, look, we got brothers that we grew up with that ain't even our brothers in the military. So like, you think about the police standpoint of view, but thinking about the guys that's actually grew up with that's out there doing this for us.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, bet, yeah, you right.
Yeah. When I was listening to it, I was like, I mean, listen, I know that, you know, you'll definitely get like a gang of, you know, corporate sponsorships and it's all kind of ways that make sense to make the record. But it's like when you're from Detroit, it's like when you go back home, you know what I'm saying? Do you hear it? It's like,
oh yeah.
But you know, when I heard the song, I was like, because, you know, that's probably, I've had maybe, I can count on my one hand out of doing this for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? How many songs I've got even in that vein. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, wow. You know what I'm saying? I can count on one hand, like, because it's when we're doing hip hop, we're a hip hop and R&B station, and it's almost like the no snitching rule is like taboo. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have a whole gang of people who just snitched and did a whole bunch of. Anyway, I ain't gonna get into it because I don't want to smoke with you niggas. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really sorry. I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, for real though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just to hear a song like that, I was like, wow. You haven't been in the military though, have you? Yourself, right? No. Just your friend. Okay. No. I'm a vet. That's why I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a veteran.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know, yeah. But again, back to your point, like when you were saying, we talking about people that went in. You know, I'm one of those people that didn't necessarily go out of necessarily patriotic pride, but more so out of necessity to try to change my life. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the most. I'm from the hood. I was doing the most, and it was like, you know, got some trouble, and the options were jail or the military. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me just weigh this real quick. Yeah, I think I want to go over here. You know what I'm saying?
No, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I think I'll take this one. If I gotta dress up, if I gotta wear a uniform and get up at the same time and eat the same food every day and take orders, I think I want the one where, you know, I still get to lay up on a woman every now and again. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Give me that one. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that option.
The best feeling,
right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean. So, but I understand what your point was. Overall, it's like, a lot of people in the military, and including myself, I never make no bones about it. About, you know, we go to the military for various reasons, but at the end of the day, we IS over there, and if it pop off, it pop off. We got to do what we got to do, right. even if it's about survival. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got my uncle. I just buried my uncle this year. My favorite uncle, like my father, and he was a Vietnam vet. You know what I'm saying? And he was over there in the thick of things. You know what I'm saying? And so, but he went back in the '60s. You know what I'm saying? When it was like, Muhammad Ali was telling everybody, hell no. You know what I'm saying? He went because he felt like it was the right thing to do for it, you know, and it actually messed it. I feel you, because it messed him up here. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's another form, like you said, PTSD, or a lot of the vets from that generation. A lot of people, it all ties into the socio-political realm with me with that record. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
A lot of our fathers and uncles came back from Vietnam, and a lot of the crack epidemic went crazy because a lot of them was dealing with a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to smoke the pain away, and people didn't understand it back then. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, when it comes down to that particular conversation, it's personal for me. So that's why I can respect the record at the end of the day on face value. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Real talk.
No, most definitely. Yeah, I appreciate it.
For sure. All right, now we got this other record though. All right, and this one is called "Have You Ever," featuring Chosen. All right, tell me who Chosen is. All right, I don't know who Chosen is. I don't think. Tell me who Chosen is, and then tell me about the inspiration for this song. What we getting ready to get into on this one?
All right, so what I'm going to tell you is Chosen is one of my buddies that I met out in Jamaica. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? And he's a gospel singer.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? It was hard to kind of elaborate and understand because I don't speak patois, but I'm learning. And he was like, dude, I can do this. And I was like, no, you can't. Like, anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, the situations that I be in at the time would be wild.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So Have You Ever is a song more about like, no matter what you go through in life, never give up, talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Even if you, like you say, lost some money or you went homeless or your bills, you know what I'm saying? Like, people go through things on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Baby mamas, baby dads, some people that's recovering drug addicts and things like that. So what I did was take this song to combine all the situations and want to just let people know, like, you know, never ever in your life feel like you can't recover from something that put you in ground zero. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It takes some prayer, it takes some time, have faith, and keep pushing.
Absolutely. All right. The name of this joint is called Have You Ever? This is Official Jones featuring Chosen. All right. Now, again, if you're listening on the K100 Radio, if you're watching on any of the live streams, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Shout out to anybody who may be watching after the fact. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact or on Spotify, please subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and please subscribe to the podcast on Spotify. If you happen to be one of the people that's listening to this after the fact, after it's live, which most people consume our content after the fact because live is just like this. You got to be somewhere at a certain time, and people got stuff.
The time.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Definitely.
But some people consume stuff. I don't even watch live TV unless it's sports, fam. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I'm binge watching everything on my off time. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, but most of the time people are listening to these interviews and stuff after the fact. You know what I'm saying? On their own time. So please, if you are, make sure first of all you connect with the artist. All right. Make sure you connect with the artist, and I'm gonna put the IG on the screen right there when I say that. There it is, right there. Official Jones 313. So you can't say I'm telling you like what? Official Jones 313. There it is right there on the screen. If you're watching on YouTube and Facebook and any stuff like that. Official Jones 313 sounds how it's spelled. All right. And make sure you follow the artist, and then of course subscribe to our channel K100 Radio and the K100 Radio podcast. Thank you very much. All right. Let's go ahead and hit play on this joint, man. Have You Ever featuring Chosen. No, you know what? I need you to drop it in for me one more time. Give me one more drop, Chosen. Let's go, fam.
What's up, world? This be your man's Official Jones, rocking with K100. You are now about to listen to Have You Ever featuring my man Chosen. Let's get it.
Let's go.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Say, have you ever?
What's up, Jay?
What's up, Chosen?
You got some questions for them?
Have you ever? Huh? Have you ever? Tell me, have you ever? Huh? Have you ever felt trapped in the basement or starving in the cave, someone just like a caveman? Huh? Tell me, have you ever been left on the pavement, hoping one day your life will be changing? Say, I gotta know, why is this keep happening to me? Somebody need to come and tell me, please. So I got down on both of my knees. That's when I seen the light shine down on me. When I look up, and then I see he came to rescue me. Reached out and put me back on my feet. What else? What else? He gave me all the tools I need to succeed. He told me everything was left to me. So why don't you tell me? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever, man? Tell me, have you ever? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know, man. Tell me, I gotta know, huh? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever, man? Tell me, have you ever? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know, man. Tell me, I gotta know. Have you ever been kicked out on the streets? Have you ever been left outside in the cold with nothing to eat? Have you ever sacrificed so much just for a dream? Say, I gotta know. Say, I gotta know. Have you ever loved someone so much and they end up cheating? Have you ever told someone your dream and they didn't believe it? Have you ever lost someone you love? Have you ever wished you could get somebody that lasts? I think you would love you hug. That's when the light shine down on me. When I look up, he was there to rescue me. Reached out and put me back on my feet. He gave me all the tools I need to succeed. Reached out and put me back on my feet. He gave me all the tools I need to succeed. Reached out and put me back on my feet. He gave me all the tools I need to succeed. So tell me, have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever, man? Tell me, have you ever? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know, man. Tell me, I gotta know, huh? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever, man? Tell me, have you ever? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know, huh? Tell me, I gotta know. Chill. Jones. Have you ever? I see you, Chosen. I gotta know.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
K100 Radio, I am your host, Blizzum. That was Official Jones. Name of that joint was called Have You Ever? All right. So we got some like inspiring kind of music out of Official Jones. Like everything sounds like the vibe is like meant to inspire. Like you're trying to just like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Just let's think big. Let's get some positivity going on. Seems like you're a positive kind of person, Official Jones. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I'm getting off those 2 records. Am I right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You are 100% correct, man.
Okay. So before we get ready to wrap everything up, man, I want to make sure that you have a chance to let everybody that's listening know any information that you want them to know, like where can they get the album, merch, you know what I'm saying, any tour dates, anything like that. Like the floor is yours, man. Tell everybody what you got going on. It could be a new movie. I don't know what you got going on. You got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Tell me.
I got you.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So I just want to say thank everybody for tuning in. Before I get started with that, I got to give a few shout outs real fast, guys. I got to give a shout out to Ron Killen, J Trax, Cue the Question. I got to give a shout out to my team, Joshua Coleman, Brandy Curry. But also, guys, just to let y'all know, Highway to Destiny is available on all streaming platforms. Also, we working on a tour right now, K100 to be 100. That Atlanta might be my first stop, just to be real with you.
Okay.
And for that, I got a new album called Overcoming Obstacles coming out, but that's not going to be coming out till next year. But I will be releasing my new single called The Odyssey. And that's a whole nother story. I'll talk about that next time.
Okay.
But thank you guys for having me for show, man. If you guys want merch, tune in or hit me up in my DM on Instagram, Official Jones 313, and I'll most definitely make sure you guys get everything y'all need.
All right, he got a lot of things in motion. Got some motion going. Got the album dropping. You know what I'm saying? So he got the merch. Talking about he's going to do a tour. It's a lot going on. People are suing tour companies right now. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? My guy was the guy that's always depressed. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dex?
No, the other guy, the other one, Rod Wave.
Oh, Rod Wave, yeah.
Yeah, he's suing his tour. He's suing the tour company. He's saying they charged him too much for the tickets and the whole. But they sued him first. He's kind of suing. It's a lot going on in the industry. You know, it's a lot going on in the world, man. You feel me?
No,
Listen,
for sure.
For real. If you're watching this right now, man, I appreciate you for taking the time. Again, if you're watching the replay, please subscribe to the channels and connect with the artists. One more time, I flat up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. Official Jones 313. Go over there and check them out. You feel me? You know, if you like those records, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anything. You know, it doesn't cost you a dime to show some support. To leave a comment, to do a share on your page. If you share it and you got 10,000 viewers and only 20 of them hit like, play, or whatever,
right?
All right, then everybody, maybe they like it enough to do it again, then they do it 20. That's 20 more. Maybe somebody, you know, buys an album. Maybe somebody buys a shirt. Maybe somebody pulls up to the show when it's in their city. Like, it's all organic, but that's what we're about over here at K100 Radio, especially with these direct line interviews, because we want to give you a direct pipeline to some of these great independent artists who are doing their thing, and that's the whole point of our platform over here at K100 Radio. We thank you for rocking with us for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us, man. And a big ups to Official Jones, man. So am I going to see you on my screen? Because I'm getting ready to go watch some movies in a minute. I'm going to binge watch a little something and then get back in the studio for some other work. When am I going to see you on the screen next? I don't know. I'm checking for you now. I'm checking for you.
Oh, man, definitely. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go get all my clips together. I'm going to DM it to you so you can go watch it and see where it's at, man.
All right, fam. You feel me? I'm asking, man, because, you know, we got a lot of things that's lined up, man. You know, I'm involved in the film side, but on the back end, you know, I'm an editor and, you know, I do sounds and scores and, you know what I'm saying? I've done music supervision for some stuff. So a lot of people don't know that about me because I don't talk about that on the air a lot. But when I meet people that's actually done some stuff, I'm like, oh, you know, I do a lot of, you know, I do some things behind the scenes too. I got me a little IMDb page, got some credits over there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel me? You know, you can look.
I'm gonna have to come and be in one of your movies one day.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I haven't produced my own movie yet, but that's some stuff that we're talking about with some people. But I've done some, you know, with a movie, it ain't like an album. It take a crew. So I've been a part of a couple of different teams, you know what I'm saying, making that final vision come to play. And so movies are much more complicated. I tell people all the time, like, yeah, you know, don't get me wrong, I love Tubi, but Tubi kind of let people feel like it was easy, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Not to make a really good movie, you know, it's not. You can't do it by yourself. Not at all.
For sure.
All right, man. So one more time, give everybody all the contact information where they can look you up, bro, before we hit go.
All right. Anybody that's looking for me, you guys can hit me up on Instagram at Official Jones 313, TikTok Official Jones 1313, Facebook Jamarco Jones PRIV, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to K100 Radio. K100 Radio, thanks for having me, guys.
For sure.
I appreciate y'all. See ya.
Shout out to my guy, Cue the Question, man. Keep it pumping, homie. K100 Radio. Hit that subscribe button.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Exclusive interview on K100.
Radio.